myself Jyoti. My subject is physics. Now I would like to tell you thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. Okay, what is mean by thermo and what is mean by dynamics? Thermo means heat. What is mean by thermo? Thermo means heat. And what is mean by dynamics? Dynamics means motion. Something which is in motion. So thermo means heat and dynamics means something which is in motion. So this thermodynamics is the one of the main branch in physics that deals with the interrelation between heat and mechanical energy. Mechanical energy means, for example, if you are rub your hands, what happens? What do you feel? You feel heat, right? So rubbing your hand means you are doing mechanical work. This mechanical work produces what? This mechanical work produces heat. So this thermodynamics explain the interrelation between heat and mechanical energy. Heat and mechanical energy. Before we are going to details of the thermodynamics, I would like to tell you basic definitions like systems and surroundings. Systems and surroundings. System. What is meant by system? System is nothing but anything which is under the universe. That is system. Except that system, remaining all are surroundings. Except the system, remaining all are surroundings. That means, for example, if you are doing any practical, you have one. For example, if you are doing chemistry practical, you have a test tube with solution. So, that test tube is your system. Except that test tube, remaining all are your surroundings. Anything which is under the universe is system. Except the system, remaining all are surroundings. Okay. And this system is again classified into three types. How many types? Three types. That is open system, closed system, isolated systems. How many types of system? System is classified into three types. Open system, closed system and isolated system. Let us see one by one. First one is the open system. Open system. So open system. In open system, let us take hot coffee or hot water placed on the table. Hot coffee or hot water placed on the table. What happened? Leave it 5 minutes. Placed on the table and leave it 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay? And observe after some time. Observe after some time. What happened? What do you feel? What do you observe? That hot coffee become cold coffee, right? Why? Because what is meant by heat? Heat means what? Heat is nothing but heat is a form of energy that always flow from high temperature to low temperature. Here this coffee having high temperature than the surrounding. So what happened here? This system lost the temperature and surroundings gain the temperature, right? So after some time that hot coffee become cold coffee because the heat is always flow from high temperature to low temperature. So in open system, the heat energy is not constant. Heat is transferred from one place to another place, system to surrounding. So if you let us assume heat energy is Q. What is Q? Q is the heat energy. What happened here? In open system, heat is transferred, right? So Q is not constant. Q is changes. What is Q? Q is nothing but heat energy. So this heat energy is changing, right? So this Q is not constant. Q is not equal to 0. And if you observe carefully, the mass is also changes. Mass is also changes. Why? Because the particles in the coffee and the particles in the air, what happened? Both are exchange each other. Why? Because this is an open system, right? So in this open system, what happened? The particles are exchange each other. So what happened here? Mass is also changes. Here let us assume mass is delta M. Here mass is changing, right? Mass is not constant. This is changing. So delta M is not equal to 0. In open system, Q is changes and delta M is also changes. What is mean by Q? Q means heat energy, and what is mean by delta M? Delta M is change in the mass. In open system, heat energy and mass both are changes. Okay. What is the second one? Second one is the closed system. What is second one? Closed system. Take same. Let us take hot coffee or hot milk. But now just place a lid over the mug. Put a lid over the mug and leave it some time. Leave it some time. And what happened? Observe after some time. What happened? This hot coffee become cold coffee because heat flow from high temperature to low temperature, system to surrounding. So here also what happened? Heat energy is changing, system to surroundings. Q is not equal to 0. Q is changes from system to surroundings. But what about mass? What about mass? Mass is constant because here this is a closed system, right? So in closed system there is no chance to exchange the particles. That's why here mass is constant. In case of closed system, the mass is constant because this is a closed system. That's why the mass is does not exchange. That's why delta M is equal to 0. So in closed system, Q is not equal to 0 and delta M is equal to constant. That means heat energy changes but not mass. Okay, third one. What is third one? Third one is the isolated system. Isolated system means, let's say, hot coffee. But now use one thermos flask. Use one thermos flask. What happened? If you take the coffee in thermos flask, what happened? The hot coffee still maintain hot, right? So after some time what happened? Hot coffee still hot. So here what happened? The thermos flask walls are insulated walls. Which type of walls? Insulated walls. Insulated walls means there is no chance to exchange heat. That's why here it does not lose the heat energy and also does not lose the mass. In isolated system, Q is not equal to 0. Q is equal to 0 and delta M is equal to 0. In isolated system, heat energy is not changes and mass is also not changes. Next one is the thermally equilibrium. Okay, in thermodynamics we have 3 laws. Before that we have to know thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. Okay. Let us consider any two systems. System A and this is system B. These two systems are separated by conducting walls. Let us consider any two systems. System A and system B. These two systems are separated by conducting walls. Which type of walls? Conducting walls. So A and B is separated by conducting walls. Let us assume this A having temperature T1 and B having temperature T2, and also T1 is greater than T2. T1 is greater than T2. That means system A having high temperature and the system B. So what happened? According to the definition of heat, heat always flow from high temperature to low temperature. Here A is having high temperature, right? And B is having low temperature. So what happened here? Here heat is flow from A to B, right? For example, this system having 100 degrees Celsius. System A having 100 degrees Celsius and let us assume this system B having 50 degrees Celsius because A is high temperature, B is low temperature, right? Okay. So what happened? According to heat energy, heat flow from A to B. So this A system lost the heat energy to system B. So for example, if this A system lost 25 degrees Celsius and this B system gains 25 after some time this A reaches 75 degrees Celsius and B reaches 75 degrees Celsius, right? So both are maintaining same temperature. So now we can say these two systems are thermally equilibrium. These two systems, when the two systems are maintaining same temperature, then we can say the two systems are thermally equilibrium. So this is thermal equilibrium. Next one is the thermodynamic laws. We have three laws of thermodynamics: zeroth law, first law and second law. Let us see first one. Okay, before that, this coffee having pressure, volume and temperature, right? Coffee having pressure, volume and temperature. Or if you take any gas, that gas having volume, pressure and temperature. These three variables are called thermodynamic variables. Pressure, volume and temperature. These three variables are called thermodynamic variables. And there is a relation between pressure, volume and temperature. That is PV is equal to nRT. What is the relation between these three variables? The relation between pressure, volume and temperature is PV is equal to nRT. This is ideal gas equation. What equation? Ideal gas equation. Here N is called Avogadro's constant. What is N? N is the Avogadro's constant. Okay, next. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. Law. Okay. Before that, I will tell you simple example. Let us assume in a village three friends, A, B, and C. A is friend of B, and B is friend of C. So automatically, what happened? A and C also friends, right? Okay. Same concept. Let us assume any three systems. How many systems? Three systems. System A, system B, and this is system C. But here these two systems, system A and system B, is separated by insulating walls. Insulating walls. The system A and C and system B and C are separated by conducting walls. A and B is separated by insulating walls. A and C and B and C is separated by conducting walls. We know that conducting wall means heat flow from one place to another place. What is meant by insulating walls? Insulating walls means heat does not go from one place to another place. Okay. So, but A and C is conducting walls. That means there is a heat exchange between A and C, right? And B and C is also separated by conducting walls. So there is a chance to exchange heat B to C or C to B. So after some time, what happens? This A and C are thermally equilibrium because these two are maintaining constant temperature because these two are separated by conducting walls and B and C is also conducting wall. So B is thermal equilibrium with C and here also A is thermal equilibrium with C. So automatically A and B is also thermally equilibrium. So the statement of zeroth law is nothing but if any two systems are separately thermal equilibrium with third system, then these two systems are also thermally equilibrium. That is zeroth law of thermodynamics. I hope you understand. Thank you.